College basketball game. Everybody who was here would say that was a big time game by two really good teams. The resiliency that we showed in the second half, down 17, just unbelievable. Tremendous toughness. Really proud of these guys. I mean, this is a great win for us, obviously. But the way we won, I think, is even more important. We started out poorly, battled back. Toledo played well, and we made the plays that you need to make to win these type of games. So really proud of the team.
Jalen, just talk. I mean, what are your thoughts right now when you look back on that?
Tough game. Like you said, we was down 17 at halftime, so our mindset was just locked down on defense. Cause first half we wasn't so hot on defense, and Nappy number 30, he was you know what I'm saying, in his groove. So we had to lock down up on him and keep ball pressure. So that was our game plan during the second half.
Definitely seemed like defense is what you use to kind of fuel the offense.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
The pressure, especially, just kind of talk about you guys started putting more pressure on you, what that did.
That was able to speed them up a little bit, you know what I'm saying? So we was able to get turnovers and stuff, and once we pressure the ball and get turnovers, we can get out in transition, and we are best at in transition. So.
Jalen, that one-footed floater you made from the free throw line.
Yeah.
Do you practice those kind of shots?
Yeah, I do. Yeah, I do. On the daily.
Anthony, for you played the last two games and 22 big minutes and a come from behind win. Through that lull, what do you tell yourself to be ready to come up in a moment like that?
Just always stay ready, because your number can be called at any moment. Just stay ready and just keep practicing hard.
And for both of you, like you said, the defense, it seemed like both Antonio and CJ and you guys just outside shutting down. What's it like to have two guys like that, or just all of you that can defend all out on the wing, and just because you shut down their bigs, shut down their guards, people do that just at the drop of a hat?
I mean, that's great to have those two guys to be playing at a high level for defense. So like that really helped us out right there. And plus, this guy over on my right as well, freshman, came in, got two clutch picks on the guard as well. So that really helped us out.
Anthony, when you guys went to the press, obviously you seem to be the focal point. You'd be able to pressure them. Just kind of talk about what you were able to do there with the guard.
Like Walk said, just speed them up. Try to make them force turnovers. Just speed them up, really. Just keep playing hard, keep fighting.
Once you get a couple, does this kind of fuel things? That's what it seemed like.
Yeah. It is. Yeah.
Rob, how often have you gone to the type of pressure defense?
Occasionally. I mean, we pick up and we try to pressure the basketball, but we didn't do a great job in the first half. But in the second half, these guys really stepped up, the ball pressure, and it was able to speed the game up and get us out in transition and get us some steals. And I think that was certainly the difference in the game.
Jalen, at one point late in maybe regulation or overtime, you had Antonio Williams, Anthony Jalen, and Jalen Abraham at the same time, all under 6'4", with Toledo's size. What made you feel like you could get away with that with them, with their big coach?
Who is that for?
For you, coach.
Oh, for me? Well, when you guys are done, I'll answer everything. With these guys, I want to get them out of here. If you have any more questions for them, go ahead. I'll answer it after.
Jalen, you didn't shoot for like a pretty good portion of the first half, and then I think your first shot you airballed from like mid-range.
Yeah.
How are you able to build your confidence up throughout the rest of the game?
My teammates just telling me to keep my head up, and it's gonna drop. And plus, I put in a lot of work, so I know my next shot is gonna go in. I really don't worry about the last shot.
Jalen, does the coach say anything to you when you're not making anything, or the shots don't seem to be looking real pretty?
A little bit, yeah. He said, you know what I'm saying, let's move the ball, get the guys involved and stuff like that. So that's what I try to do as well if my shot is not falling.
Can you talk about that last shot you made, the one that ends up on? Just talk about the
Floater.
one you hit the runner.
Floater. I just made a good move, and he bit on it, crossed over, and he left me a little space so I can float her up, and that's why I made it.
For Jalen or Anthony, can you talk about the last play? of regulation, because it seemed like they had two really good shots right at the end. Napke had a three-pointer that just missed. Sanford missed, and then Sanford missed from a range he usually makes at the last shot of the game. Can you talk about the defense on those three in the final moments?
I'd say we just try to switch everything and basically try to make them get a tough shot, and that's what we did. But I mean, that's what we did. So they had missed.
One thing though, from on your point, Jalen, going back to the end of regulation, they got called with the shot clock violation.
Mm-hmm.
They moved it up to 2.9.
Mm-hmm.
That was not too close. I mean, that had a chance if it had a little,
Yeah.
maybe a foot or two long, foot or two more. That could have
Yeah.
made it.
He shoots those every day in practice too.
Yeah, a little bit.
Gentlemen, again for the players, how much had momentum, I think, resiliency, as Coach said, since the Eastern loss, you come up with two big victories against Ohio and against a very good Toledo team. Do you feel you now have the momentum to go on into the season with you-know-who coming here on Friday night?
Obviously, at Eastern, it was a embarrassing loss. So like we had to come back and get these tough wins. I should say, one on the road and two at home. We just had, but we know Buffalo is a very good team, and we gonna try to come out. Well, I should say we are gonna come out with the same high energy and intensity as well. So.
All right, any more questions for players? All right, you guys are good.
All right, fellas. Good job. Anything?
Rob, I asked the players, I'll ask you. You said after the loss in Ypsilanti that was the worst. I think you said it was the worst loss.
It was.
Of your career.
Yeah.
How, you talked in a second in your opening remarks about the resiliency. What is it about this team?
Well,
now?
you know, it's a long season, so one loss is one loss. But we certainly didn't play well, and then we went to Ohio, competed really, really hard there, and got a win on the road. Came back, beat Northern. I thought both games defensively we were outstanding. And then tonight in the first half we really struggled defensively. But in the second half we were able to pick up our intensity level there, and it made the difference in this game. And you know, we have some tough kids. They've been through a lot throughout this season. And I'd sit here and say, you know, where we are today, and we still have a long way to go. But it's beyond what most would have thought, considering all the losses that we've had and all the new players that are playing. But guys continue to fight and play for each other and try to be as good a teammates as they can be. And as long as we keep doing that, we'll continue to have success. That's the key to any team.
Coach asked you earlier.
Yeah, sorry about that.
Jalen's on
Yeah.
the floor with Anthony Roberts and Antonio Williams.
Yeah.
Keem Frederick, the only guy on the
Yeah.
floor over 6 points, probably the smallest you've gone in a couple of years. What gives you the confidence to go with that, knowing Toledo has this?
Well, we had to do it because we need to get some ball pressure on the basketball. You know, Phil struggled today. He just didn't seem like he was into it the way he had been and sort of struggled. And AK, I thought, was phenomenal, picked up the slack from. And we're small at all times, so we have to really, really compete. Early in the game, we gave up some offensive rebounds, and then Willie Jackson had a huge putback dunk that, you know, for some teams that could have been the momentum changer that they needed. But our kids kept fighting and kept being resilient, and they knew they had to get these rebounds, right? Like, we had to scratch and claw and get them, and we did a great job. We did a really good job in this game.
For Anthony, was it a case of you knew you were going to get 5 minutes early?
No, listen, Anthony's really, really talented. I've said it many times. He's as talented a freshman as we've had here, but Anthony sometimes his focus isn't where I would like it, and I'm not easy always on freshmen, and he's had some growing pains, but he came in and he played really hard early, and you know what, to his credit, he guarded the best he's guarded all season, and he needs to continue to do that. He competed on the glass with 7 rebounds, the best he's done, and he has all that ability in him. My job is to try to get as much of it out of him as possible, and also understanding that we have 2 senior guards, so he's got to stay patient, stay ready, and then compete when his opportunity comes. And tonight he was the difference. I mean, him and AK were really difference makers, and then Antonio Williams. A lot of the stuff he does goes unseen, but defensively he had 3 block shots and 3 steals. He's 5'10", right? He was all over the place, and he really had a huge impact. I mean, they all did. You don't win these games without everybody.
Rob, is this your biggest win so far this year?
Well, because it's a conference game, yeah, certainly, but that would make it the biggest one because that's more important than your non-conference wins. But beating Oregon State and Vanderbilt at Vanderbilt, we get 18 opportunities in the league. Yeah, we get 18 in the league. We only get, this year we got 3 Power 5, and they're all on the road when you play them. So, in league, 15-3, Toledo's really good. This is a really, really good team we beat, and we were down 17 points. So how we beat them, yeah, I mean that's it's a really good win for these guys, for our team.
Coach, can you remember exactly what was going through your mind when C.J. Williamson decided to throw it behind the
Yeah, that's the JUCO in him, is what I say. That's yeah, and you know what, he competed really hard, and he made some big plays for us. Made 2 free throws. That's steal, and he's had some ups and downs, but for him to have the confidence that he has is really important for our team, because everyone on the roster is really, really important, and CJ is certainly one of those guys.
Can you talk about the decision to sub CJ in for Anthony?
Well, Anthony was cramping, so that was a decision that was made because Anthony was cramping. He had never played that hard before, so that's why he was cramping. So he had to come out, and then again, CJ made huge plays just like Anthony had made, and then CJ made some big plays in overtime.
Both Antonio and Jalen played over 40 minutes.
Yeah.
JJ was right there with 38, but they both, all the guards pressed well defensively.
Yeah.
For you as a coach, you know you have guys that can go 35
Yeah.
plus minutes, and still after that defend the ball hard. How does that change your game plan defensively?
Well, that's how we need to play. So they know that they have to compete at a really high level, and when we're at our best, that's how we're guarding and playing. So we know we have to do that in order to win. And tonight we were able to get 22 minutes from Anthony, which was great. And there'll be games that we go even deeper, and we're going to need everybody. I say it every day to our guys. We need everybody in the locker room to win games.
Down the stretch, getting the ball to Jalen Walker more. Were those like set plays, or was it just like get him the ball?
I mean, we have some plays in terms of where we want to get him the ball, like the last play. We want to get him the ball in a certain area. But at the end of the day, like what play can you call for him to make that play, right? The idea is to get – I heard Nick Saban say this. So, like late in the game, it's not about the plays. It's like we want to make sure the certain players – get the ball, and tonight, how can you not want him to have the ball with the way he shot it? So we tried to make a couple movement and get him the basketball, and he delivered as he's done, really all season long.
What was going through your mind when he threw up that last shot, that last one-footed?
Yeah, I expect him to make them all. Really, I do. I'm more surprised when he misses than when he makes. Yeah.
Talk about his mentality. I mean, it wasn't long before that he makes a turnover, which is
Yeah.
what he does. The ball's in his hands all the time, but he's really able to do that. Like you say, all the special players are able to do
Yeah,
that.
you know-
Whatever happens, he's out of his mind.
Yeah, the first thing he did when he saw the stat sheet as we were walking over here was make a comment about, dang, I had 4 turnovers. So, he cares about playing as well as he can play. And, I mean, obviously, he knows he played great, but that's something that he's thinking about. Like, I got to be better in that area. And, he still has room to grow as a player, and tonight certainly was a big step for him, making those plays after a turnover and when he struggled early. But that's what great players do.
Any more questions for Coach?
All right, everyone. Thanks. Appreciate it.